Hi, Starley. Hi, Anthony. Who's your favorite teacher and why?
Barrett, because I like the way he teaches. He actually helps me understand, and because I'm not even good at social studies, but I pass his class. And he could be cool.
All right, Anthony?
My favorite teacher is Miss Anderson because she teaches me very well and she know how to let us understand the concepts, or I say concepts. She know how to let us understand. She give us packets and we go over it to know exactly what's going on.
All right, thanks. Hi, Dagoa.
Hey.
Hey, so who is your favorite teacher at Mount Healthy High School?
One of my most favorite teachers would be Miss Brown. I call her Brownie Bite. It's the anatomy teacher on the second floor.
All right, and why would she be your favorite?
Miss Brown would be my favorite teacher because she was one of the ones that helped me develop the skills that I have today for science. She actually made me believe in myself. A couple years ago, I was terrible. I was really bad. And my junior year when I met her, she was my first field teacher, and she just inspired me to do more stuff and opened me up to what I really like to do.
Hi, this is Mamadou Diallo, and I am here to ask him a few questions. Mamadou, do you have a memorable moment or a teacher that really stands out to you in school?
Yeah, the teacher that really stands out is Mr. Stebbins. I go to my healthy. He's the really good moment about it. Like, he helps single like everybody that's in the class, and then like he's really like helpful and careful about everybody. He helps you with your grades, helps you with the tests, and see how you do. And
so he's an all-around great teacher, not sitting there doing nothing. He is always helping the students because he's there for you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Hi, welcome, Elijah.
Thank you.
And today I am here to ask you a few questions, okay? Do you have a memorable moment or a teacher that has really stood out in your mind?
Yes, I have a memorable moment with Miss Henry. It was last year during football season, weightlifting. And then whoever stood out in weightlifting the most got a shirt, and we was able to give that shirt to a teacher for a teacher appreciation week. So I chose mine to give mine to Miss Henry. Went upstairs, gave her the shirt, and then I had to sing the fight song in front of the whole entire class. It was embarrassing, yeah, but for her, it was pretty fun, and it was exciting.
Oh, well, thank you, Elijah, for sharing that moment with us.
Thank you.
Hi, we have Leasia, and we have Anthony here today. And they would like to tell us a memorable moment with a teacher or a teacher that really stood out for them this year or maybe in their past years. Go ahead.
A memorable moment for me is I came to class one day, just expecting to do a lot of work. And I came into Miss Lincoln House's class, sat down, and she came to me with a brownie, and I was so excited. It was so good. It was the best brownie I ever ate in my life. And it really hit me right here.
You want me to give you that brownie recipe?
I actually do.
Okay.
I like Miss Lincoln House because she connect with the kids. We actually have relationships with her, and she goof off with us and everything. So, shout out to her.
Thank you. Is there anybody else in the building that outstanding stands out to you as just being a great teacher?
Miss Miller, she's a real MVP.
Wait. Right. Stebbins. I mess with Stebbins. That's my
He excluded us from everything.
What about Yaki?
Oh, yeah. Yaki?
Can you tell me a little bit more about Miss Miller?
Miss Miller, actually, she pushed me, and when I heard her from money management, she made me talk more about what I wanted to do with my career and why I wanted to further it. It made me think about a lot of things and why I wanted to follow through with my education and stuff like that.
All right, thank you. All right, we have Kamaya and we have Nishan, and they are going to tell us about a memorable moment with a teacher or a teacher that may just stand out and shine. Go ahead.
A teacher that stand out and shine to me is Miss Brooks because when we first started getting close, we wasn't at close first. We bumped heads at first hard. I want to say 8th grade year, but then after that we got over it, and she been my favorite teacher ever since. And she don't she one of the teachers that actually care about you and what you going on in your personal life and stuff. And I really appreciate that about her.
A teacher that really stood out to me was Miss Miller because she actually got me out of my comfort zone and like got me more outgoing because I used to be more of a like introverted student. I didn't really mingle with people. I didn't really click with people. I was just all to myself. But she actually started talking to me. She talked to me about college, and at one point she actually got me out of a like very depressed state because I still suffer from depression to this very day. Another teacher that stands out to me is the art teacher, Ms. Graham, because she clicked with me because I like art a lot, and she clicked with me on like a real good level, and we always used to talk about art pit stuff, and got me in touch with the Artworks company. Another teacher that stood out to me is Miss Lincoln House because everybody knows Miss Lincoln House. She lit and she cool. She make the best brownies in the damn.
Hi, we have Zayara here, and she is going to tell us about a memorable moment with a teacher or a teacher that stands out for them.
Erin Welch. In 8th grade, we went on field trips, and she made me like want to do more with like who I am. So we do like different activities. We used to do different activities in junior high. So she was the best teacher I've ever had in 8th grade.
That's awesome.
You've
Thank
heard
you.
what some of our awesome students think about us. Now let's hear from some of our retiring teachers what they're going to do.
Hi, Miss Walter.
Hi.
I have some questions to ask you about your leaving here at my Huxley high school.
Okay.
So one question is, how long have you been teaching here?
Well, I've been teaching here about 15 years, but I've been teaching total about 30 years.
30? 30?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, that's interesting. My second question is, what have you learned from being here? So,
What I've learned from being here is that, and really from any teaching job, is that you take each day separately. You start over every day. Every kid is different. And that makes the career exciting, I think, that every day's different.
oh, cool. Now, what advice would you give to like all the new teachers that are working here for their first year being here?
Well, the first year is a hard year teaching because you're overwhelmed with a lot of paperwork and getting to know how things are done. But I would suggest new teachers just take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and the year will fly.
Okay. Now, what are some like exciting or terrifying experiences have you had at this school going so far?
Well, the most exciting experience I ever had at this school is when we moved into this building. When I started at South Elementary, and it was not as nice a building as this. So when we moved into this building, it was so exciting because everything was brand new, all the equipment was brand new. It was just really exciting.
So now, did you like it at your old school, or was it?
At South?
Yeah.
I liked it at South, but it wasn't as nice as this, the building and the equipment. But I liked all the people and the students, but I love this building.
Oh, okay. Now, the last question is, what would you miss about this school? Or like about how long you've been here? Like, what would you miss from that?
I think what I'll miss when I'm gone is my interaction with the kids every day. One of the reasons that I got into teaching is I like high school kids, and I will really miss the kids. I've gotten attached to some kids and they've graduated on, and I always miss them when they're gone, but I know that they've got good futures ahead of them. So, but I will miss the kids, and I'll miss the other teachers. We have some really great teachers here, and I've made some really good friends.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ms. Walter, for having this interview.
You're welcome.
See you, in the future.
Yep, have a nice life.
You too.
Do you remember your first day here?
Very much I remember my first day here. Yep. I was the youngest in the whole staff. The next closest to me was 6 years older than me, and they all treated me like I was their daughter. That's the truth.
Do you have a memorable moment?
Do I have a memorable moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, coaching when my basketball team went to the regional finals. My girls' basketball team went to the regional finals. And then obviously as athletic director, the football team going to the Elite Eight was a very memorable moment for me.
Do you have a favorite graduating class?
Oh boy. No, I can't say that because I've had favorites of a lot of them, so I can't say I got a favorite.
What are you going to do during retirement?
Travel, probably get back into coaching, and work with assistant living with senior citizens, being a recreation director.
What are you going to miss about Mount Healthy?
The kids, the most. I'm going to miss the student athletes, and that just I have a blast with them. So.
Okay, thank you.
That it?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
We've heard from our retiring teachers. Now let's hear from our current staff who graduated from Mount Healthy.
Hi, this is Miss Robinson. She graduated with the class of 2000, and she's going to be asking some questions about Miss Tuck and her memorable moments. Okay, so what is one of the most memorable moments you had with Miss Tuck?
I played basketball for Miss Tuck for 3 years. There was lots of memorable moments. She gave me a chance to prove myself when I was like a freshman, which was not likely back in our day. She was always encouraging. She was hard on us, which at the time was not fun, but then in the end it paid off.
Okay, what is one of the most funny moments that you have had with Miss Tuck?
Funny. I don't know if this is funny, but she used to make us run a lot. So I remember coming into practices, and we called them no ball practices, where we just ran. So it's funny now. It wasn't funny then, but yeah, she was always pretty hardcore.
Okay, we can ask you about cicadas because they're coming. So how do you feel about the cicadas coming? They're coming in a couple of
I
weeks.
heard they're coming early, right?
Yeah, in massive amounts.
They don't bother me as much. One time I had one though, like stuck in the back of my seat when I was driving, so that freaked me out a little bit. But as long as they don't invade my space, we're good. So.
Oh God, it's so good. Have you ever ate one?
No.
Have you ever ate any bugs?
No. Don't plan on it.
Okay, thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Katie Fleming. I graduated from Mount Healthy in 2006. Mrs. Brill was my senior English teacher, a wonderful teacher. She was a big help in getting me into college. And when I came back to Mount Healthy, she was a wonderful mentor, and I really appreciate her being so supportive whenever I need her to be. So, have a great retirement, and we will miss you.
Yay! Hey, so today I'm going to talk to you about 3 special teachers who are retiring. We have Miss Walters, Mrs. Tuck, and we have Mrs. Brill. So, Miss Walters, I'd like to touch on you. I didn't have you as a teacher, but I've seen how you are in the building, and I love when I walk in and you're just sitting there relaxed with other teachers, and I hope that one day I can be just as relaxed. What, 20 years from now? 30 years? Hopefully not. And then Miss Tuck, I thought I would talk about a few things that I remember from you because I am coming from the class of 1998. And I knew you as Miss May, my gym teacher first. And boy, running those laps for that semester exam where we had to get 2 laps in 9 minutes to get an A. Oh boy, that was some heavy duty stuff. And then I remember when you couldn't coach for softball because you were going to compete at the higher level for softball, and that was your only opportunity. And I've just seen how you are with the students and how they talk about you, and it's a really great thing to try to live up to for all of our teachers currently in the building. And then of course, lastly, Mrs. Brill. I got to have you for 2 years because that was when they were restructuring the program. So I had you for college prep English, and then I had you in 10th grade for honors English. And you were just an all-around great teacher. We knew you were there if we needed to talk to you. We knew you read those journal entries because you would touch base with us if you thought we were struggling at home or having a problem. And I've seen you since I've been teaching in the building the last 2 years, and you have so much respect that is earned from every teacher and administrator in the building that I hope that you and all the rest of the teachers, as we get to those last couple of years, can really say, we've been there, we've done it all, and we hope that you all enjoy your retirement because you have definitely earned it. All right, we are Mount Healthy. Yay!
Open up the chapter.